Today, we're going to talk about some sneaky tricks that people might use to manipulate you or harm you. These are important to recognize, so let's dive into 6 dark psychology tricks and how to protect yourself. 1. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is a manipulation tactic in which someone makes you question your sanity or reality, often casting doubt on your own thoughts, feelings, or memories to make you more susceptible to the manipulator's desires. Signs include them consistently telling you that you're mistaken or too sensitive. For example, imagine you recall a conversation differently from your partner, and they insist you're imagining things and that your memory is flawed. To protect yourself, trust your own judgment, keep a journal to record events and conversations, and confide in supportive people if you feel confused. 2. Love bombing. Love bombing involves overwhelming someone with excessive affection and attention, typically at the beginning of a relationship, to create emotional dependence. Signs include intense affection and gifts early on in a relationship. For instance, a picture starting to date someone, and they flood you with lavish gifts, constant attention, and declarations of love within a very short period. To safeguard yourself, take things at a comfortable pace, establish boundaries, and be cautious of rushing into a relationship with intense affection. 3. Projection. Projection is a psychological defense mechanism where an individual projects their own negative qualities, emotions, or behaviors onto someone else. This means they attribute their own flaws or unacceptable feelings to another person. It often happens unconsciously and can be a way for someone to avoid facing their own issues. For example, imagine a person who is dishonest and frequently lies. Instead of acknowledging their dishonesty, they might accuse others of being deceitful. This is a form of projection. They are essentially transferring their own behavior onto someone else, diverting attention from their actions. Signs of projection often involve constant accusations and blame shifting, as the person projecting seeks to avoid responsibility for their actions or emotions. For instance, they might accuse an honest person of being dishonest, even when there's no evidence to support that claim. If you encounter someone using projection, it's important to be aware of this tactic. Calmly addressing the manipulator and maintaining your self-awareness can help you navigate the situation. Recognizing that their accusations may be a reflection of their own issues can prevent you from internalizing their false claims and help you maintain your own sense of integrity. 4. Isolation. Isolation is a manipulative strategy used by individuals to control and dominate others by separating them from their friends and family. This tactic aims to create dependency on the manipulator and limit the victim's access to external support systems. For example, in a romantic relationship, if one partner is using isolation, they may discourage their significant other from spending time with friends or family. They might claim that these social connections are a bad influence, or they could insist on being the only important person in their partner's life. This isolates the individual from their support network and can make them more vulnerable to the manipulator's influence. Signs of isolation typically involve attempts to discourage social interactions, often coupled with possessiveness. The manipulator may insist on knowing the details of their victim's social plans, demand that they prioritize the relationship above all else, and make them feel guilty for spending time with anyone else. To protect yourself in such a situation, it's crucial to maintain connections outside the relationship. Express your need for social interactions and support from friends and family. Healthy relationships should allow individuals to maintain their personal connections and independence, and isolating behavior can be a warning sign of an unhealthy dynamic. It's important to communicate your boundaries and seek support if you feel isolated or controlled. 5. Silent treatment. The silent treatment is a form of emotional manipulation that involves one person deliberately and consistently ignoring another individual for an extended period. It's often used as a way to exert control, power, or punishment over someone. For instance, in a personal relationship, if one partner uses the silent treatment, they may refuse to communicate or acknowledge the other person for days on end when they are upset or angry. This prolonged silence can lead to emotional distress and confusion for the recipient, who may feel as though they are being punished or rejected. Signs of the silent treatment include a consistent and deliberate lack of communication, which can be used as a means to inflict emotional distress on the other person. It can create a sense of isolation and anxiety in the recipient. To safeguard your emotional well-being when faced with the silent treatment, it's essential to establish clear communication boundaries within your relationships. Open and honest communication is key to addressing issues and conflicts. If you find yourself on the receiving end of prolonged silence and it's causing you significant distress, consider seeking professional assistance, such as counseling or therapy, to help navigate the situation and ensure your emotional well-being. 6. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt, known as FUD. It is a manipulative tactic often used in marketing, sales, and even in some social or political contexts. It involves the deliberate creation of fear or uncertainty by exaggerating risks, spreading false information, or making exaggerated claims. The goal is to influence someone's decisions or opinions by triggering anxiety or doubt. For example, in the business world, a company might use FUD to undermine a competitor by spreading exaggerated or false information about their products. This can lead consumers to doubt their choice or fear negative consequences, ultimately swaying their purchasing decisions. Signs of FUD include the use of fear or uncertainty as a means to manipulate choices. It can involve spreading false information or making catastrophic claims that may not be supported by facts. To protect yourself from falling victim to FUD, it's essential to verify information from credible sources, seek multiple perspectives on a topic, and maintain a critical perspective on claims that rely on fear, anxiety, or doubt to influence your decisions. Fact-checking, critical thinking, and a healthy dose of skepticism can help you make informed choices and avoid being manipulated by exaggerated claims. Dark psychology is a potent tool, and awareness is your shield. By recognizing these manipulation tactics, you can empower yourself to make informed decisions and safeguard your well-being. I hope this video has equipped you with valuable insights into these tactics, enabling you to identify and resist their negative influence. What are your thoughts? Please share them in the comments below. If you found this video informative, show your support by giving it a thumbs up and sharing it with your friends. It's a free way to spread awareness. For more content like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon. Mind Body Mastery signing off.